According to official data, the short-term inflation experienced a notable year-on-year surge of 29.21% for the week ending on 26 July, mainly attributed to a sharp rise in electricity and liquefied petroleum gas prices. On a week-on-week basis, the short-term inflation measured by the sensitive price index rose by 3.73%, the highest increase in the past 2 months. The electricity charges were raised by 20.98% and LPG by 4.12% during the period under review. Of the 51 items in the sensitive price index basket, prices of 20 goods soared, 7 dropped, and 24 remained unchanged compared to the previous week. The depreciation of the rupee, rising petrol prices, and increase in sales tax and higher electricity bills are among the key contributors to this inflationary trend. Despite significant production losses and other major challenges, Pakistan exported a total of 3.717 million tons of rice to earn $2.149 billion in the fiscal year 2023. The rice sector showed strong resilience and immense resistance despite head and tail winds like devastating floods that wiped out 1/3 of Sindh's crop, wavering rupee movement, tough competition from India, high freight charges, as well as unavailability of vessels during the first 6 months of 2022-2023. The export prospects for the current fiscal year seem to be promising as quotations for 25% broken rice are being reported at $535 per ton, to their highest level since August 2008. The main push behind the rate hike is stated to be a ban by India on the export of its coarse rice varieties. Currency experts say that an appreciating US dollar and a widening exchange rate gap between legal and illegal channels may again hurt the inflow of export proceeds and remittances this fiscal year. Experts fear that some exporters and overseas workers might prefer to use illegal channels for money transfer. The recent inflows from multiple sources, which helped double the State Bank of Pakistan's foreign exchange reserves earlier this month, haven't bent the exchange rate in the rupee's favor on both interbank and open markets. A similar trend in the previous fiscal year led to a squeeze in both remittances and exports. The remittances shrank by $4.3 billion to $27 billion during the year, whereas exports dropped by $4.6 billion to $27.9 billion. The stock market experienced a notable upward trend throughout the outgoing week on the back of the results season coupled with some positive economic developments. RF Habib Limited said a key driver behind the market rally was China's decision to extend a $2.4 billion loan repayment period without raising its markup, reflecting a positive gesture of support from a major economic partner. Additionally, the market sentiment was bolstered by the announcement of a collaboration among 4 Pakistani state-owned enterprises and Saudi Arabia to execute a substantial $10 billion refinery project within Pakistan. As a result of these encouraging developments, the stock market managed to surpass the 47,000 point level, marking a significant milestone since November 2021. Russian President Vladimir Putin says his country and the African leaders attending a summit in St. Petersburg have agreed to promote a multi-dollar world order and fight neocolonialism as he offered debt write-offs and grain to woo allies.
Our country is ready to make up for the Ukrainian grain, both on commercial basis and free of charge, to those countries in Africa that are in dire need, especially since we expect a record high harvest this year. As for the specific details, I should like to say that in the near months, 3-4 months, we would be ready to provide to Burkina Faso, Zimbabwe, Mali, Somalia, the Central African Republic, and Eritrea. We would be ready to supply 50,000 tons of grain to each. Will ensure free shipping of this cargo.
The meeting was seen as a test of Moscow's support in Africa, where Russia retains backing despite international isolation sparked by its war in Ukraine. The Russian leader promised free grain to 6 African nations and assured them that Moscow was trying to avert a global food crisis nearly a week after withdrawing from an agreement that allowed Ukraine, one of the world's largest grain producers, to export its farm products across the Black Sea.